Welcome back to Salt and Sanctuary. I gotta do a little bit of actual exploring of an area because last time we just kinda stuck our foot in it, looked around, grabbed a poem, and left. Also, here's the blood flower charm. We didn't equip it last time.
Did we get that before the Queen of the Smiles?
No, we got that afterwards, because if you remember when I went to see that... Oh yeah, here's the thing I mentioned way back in video 2. Remember that slime that just disappeared when it kamikazed on us? It's still there!
The little fucker. He owes us.
Yeah, he owes us a lot of money. And I'm trying desperately hard to not get caught in it again.
No, I haven't noticed it yet. Has your ore, like how it looks, changed as you've leveled it up?
No, but it does change depending on circumstances, like weapon buffs, blood on the sword. Little visual effects, but not really anything too impressive. Also, the trinket appears on your weapons.
That's cool.
This actually does matter because one trinket is called the lamppost trinket, and it puts a light wherever your trinket is.
Just get a pine freshener just hanging off of it.
Yes. I smell of salt. We need to change this. I could have used a bell to go back to here, but I just kind of fucking forgot. Whoops.
I could have, but no.
Oh hey, last time, I think in between the recordings I did level up and get that potion. So now we're gonna try going up the chart, trying to focus on strength primarily, but also grabbing the free dexterity from leveling up pole arms. Too bad I'm just 2 points off, because for each level of a weapon tree, you need that many black pearls. Like, if I want to get level 3 spear, I need 3 black pearls to level it up.
Looks like you did that to intimidate the zombie.
I'm gonna do this to your skull. I actually did that because I realized, wait a minute, I could level up instead of grinding. Why am I doing this? Well, whatever, that doesn't matter. See, that right there I think is good level design. It introduces the idea of, hey, you have a new trap to look out for, better watch out, but it doesn't make it obvious later on.
It's like the really fucked up version of walking on a rake.
Yeah. Except the rake head is going up and your face is going away.
And
now there is a secret... Sorry?
I got nothing.
I got none for that either. Though we will see what happens when fall damage kills you. Because if you notice, it says it will appear as an otherworldly creature.
Is this like that weird crab thing that shows up when you've got too much humanity and the game needs to punish you?
Yes and no. It works off the Bloodborne system of something needs to be possessing your salts, so they make a creature to possess your salts so you could get them back fair and square. The only issue is that it's a bat.
Oh, great.
Luckily not a very strong one, but damn. Also, there is a secret in the treetops here that I don't get. Mainly because I forgot about it, but also because it's a stone mage and I'm not a nerd. By the way, in video 2, I mentioned that I hold down whenever I play video games like that, and you saw that there. I dropped through a platform that I fully didn't intend on doing so because my thumb is dumb and I hate it.
That's a good way to remember. Your thumb is dumb.
Mm-hmm. Now, an interesting quirk about the ore, and something I actually didn't know about, is that its heavy attack is better than its light attack because it comes out faster and covers a wider range. And I believe it consumes the same amount of stamina. The only reason you should ever light attack is if you want to combo into the big spin combo later on. Now here's the bullwhip. Remember how I mentioned that every weapon has a unique animation for not being proficient in it? Let's take a look at the bullwhip. Why don't you work?
So it's more like a whopper. So like,
yeah,
you're very pious, but you also hate yourself.
Yup. It's also amusing how I can't use a scythe, yet I could use a boat oar. That's mainly because this game says... What it does is basically the code says you only have proficiency in ore. Even if you have like level 5 weapon proficiency, you can only use ore. So even though the farming scythe is a level 3 polearm, which I should be able to access, I can't use it because it's not a boat oar. Which is good in my opinion. I like the idea that the developers gave you a quick and easy way to access challenge runs starting out with it. It also just leads to funny shit.
And also prevents you from cheating on it.
Kinda. Now, here is a creed that you cannot start out with. And another instance of squandered story opportunities. Read this guy's dialogue.
What's there? This is like a dead tree.
Kind of. The big gist of this is that nature is all-encompassing, all-engrossing. Nature will consume all. Humanity is a blight on nature, ergo we should destroy humanity and preserve nature. And through that, they operate through poisons. They're very much they're like extremist Greenpeace. This creed, if you join it, it allows you a couple things. You get access to a variety of different poisons and poison magic, but also you get access to the Alchemist, who this guy is, way earlier in the game. Plot-wise, this doesn't mean a fucking thing. Like, there's all that airs of, oh, we are the woods, we protect the woods, join us and protect the woods from the evils that is mankind. That doesn't mean anything. You don't have an invasion covenant, you don't protect these woods from invaders, it's just a little bit of squandered good writing that they put in there.
We are the poisoners. We assassinate for the trees.
Now let's go beat up Big and Ugly here. This guy's actually really easy once you realize that his mace swing is stupidly long on recharge. And you can just, you know, roll behind him and beat him up. But if you get poisoned, it could be a problem because that poison hurts. I will say one thing, I loathe this guy for the fact that I had to farm him for one of my playthroughs and his drop rates are shit.
What does he drop?
It's something that will be explained later, but basically, if you want to get certain items, you need a specific drop from him. 3 of them, in fact. We also got armor from this very... I wouldn't say cleverly hidden, but... It's slightly hidden, but not completely obscured, so I thought it was, like, very cute, so I decided to put a bottle here. I wanted to feel like I'm helping, okay?
Over here, priest.
I wanted to put potato, but sadly potato's not a word we could use in this. To wit, I really wanted one of my messages to be potato, 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 but sadly potato's not here, so I just say, over here, Saltman. Sadly, you can't upvote messages either, which is kind of, I want to say it's good, but there was really no merit to rating up messages anyways, so in Souls games, so it doesn't really matter. All the way over here, and yeah, let's get some dexterity, why not? I'm a strength build, let's get some dexterity.
Look, we're not a purist.
Yeah. The thing about the ore is that it's strength S scaling, but it also has dex scaling of C, so it does have some worth. That's a good message. Onward, remember the quest.
The fuck do you think you're doing? Continue the story.
Now here's a boss that's normally not hard, but if you let him do the shit he does, you can get wrecked really easily, and we're gonna see that here. This is the Mad Alchemist. His main idea is that he throws bottles that does various things. One summons a slime, another creates projectiles. This one creates lightning bolts.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I apologize that this is gonna be loud. I'm gonna change that in editing. But his idea is that he's gonna control the field and prevent you from advancing on him with this thing. Once he gets into phase 2, that black scythe becomes really threatening because it shoots 9 instead of 2. And we're starting to see that now.
Jeez, it's kind of relentless.
Yeah, once he goes into phase 2, if you're not completely beating him down, you're gonna get rocked. I believe right about here is where I beef it. Actually, no, I remember where I beef it here. Right here.
God damn. Your health just disappeared.
Yeah, when he shoots the scythe bottle, you should probably fucking run. That being said, he's not a hard boss. It's just that I'm not quite used to my tools right now. Like, heavy weapons tear him apart, magic tears him up, dex build, stun You dick. I'm trying to explain an LP here, man. But yeah, heavy weapons just melt him instantly, magic destroys him, dex build, stun lock him. I'm just not used to fighting with a polearm, so I feel like a fool. So let's do this right this time. This is also kind of a funny fight because of what happens about halfway through the fight. Now, I didn't mention this before because I haven't died to a boss fight yet. You see that little divot on the HP bar?
I think so.
That is a marker for when you could get your salt back from a boss. You don't have to kill a boss in order to get your salt back. You can get him to a point, use your bell, and then just get out of there. If you're like very gambly and like to just go into boss fights with like 30,000 souls, you could get them back a lot easier. And I feel like that's a good thing.
Yeah, I like that.
That was one thing I really did not like in Souls. Now, you see the problem here, right? Amusingly enough, the slimes are the least threatening thing here because their poison is kind of crappy. But I remember what happened last fight, and I don't want that to happen again. No, no, no. Fuck. Health?
Oh my god.
Why?
At least it's getting rid of them.
Yeah. So, you jerk, that hurt.
I think this guy's just got like a broken leg, but he just won't get off it, so he just keeps screaming. Oh!
His chemical burns there.
No, I can't understand you. Maybe if you took your mask off.
Yeah, that was the final hit of the special combo for the spears. You do an overhead, like, sweeping attack with the bow ore.
And you get paid.
Yeah, if you could do that combo on a boss, it fucking melts them.
Terrifying trust. Undersight.
I don't know what I was going for here, so I just kind of did a message because I just wanted to be hilarious. I'm not clever with these messages.
Just try.
Try crazy, it's fine. Also, one thing about the message system, they actively warn you about bad messages, because if you don't use proper punctuation, they basically just say, yeah, we're gonna delete this, buddy. So for that, we got the Matsu key and a black pearl. Which is, as I mentioned before, the boss isn't impeding progress in a way of forward is, or past the boss is forward. They just say, You get a key. Go somewhere else, buddy. Luckily, the place we need to go to... Wait a minute. You dick.
It was just sitting there.
Yeah, I triggered it before the boss fight and I never came back to kill it, so it just re-camouflaged itself. And I didn't notice it, so I was just walking into a slime and didn't realize it. And they don't activate unless you're under them, so I was just like, why am I standing in place? What the fuck is... You cheeky bastard.
I do find it interesting that black pearls, I guess you get them when you level up.
Mm-hmm.
And you also get them as drops from enemies, so it's interesting how you can increase your skills via leveling up or just when you find the item out on the overworld.
Yeah, a lot of the black pearls you get on the overworld are rewards for beating bosses. Also, this area, oh boy. These xenomorphs are awful. They're awful because they have a grab that no matter what health you're at, it will take half your HP. Also, it's a jumping grab, so it's really easy to just, you know, die to them when you don't know what you're doing. Luckily, I'm using a polearm, so they don't got shit.
Half of your current HP or half of your entire health bar?
Maximum HP, discluding wounds. So you could be wounded, and if you're below max health, you will die. Your face will be eaten. Now, here's an interesting thing that's really devious. This is a shortcut back to the woods and to a boss fight. Don't go to that boss fight just yet. Because next video, we'll see that boss fight, and it's a doozy. Right now, though, we kind of want to get a foothold into the sunken keep. And we do that right around here's. This is the game's way of teasing you of, go the other way, not here.
You don't deserve this yet.
It's really weird that I could just kill these guys in one hit with a boat oar, because I remember them causing so much grief. Oh, one mechanic I forgot to mention, you have charge attacks in this game. Like, it's just a bolstered attack, but you can hold your button and get more damage from it. I never really use it, though. What do I got to play with? An interesting thing about the tree we're going down, they expect you to go down this tree to get polearms, shields, and heavy armor. We can't exactly use any of those because we are only allowed boat oars. We can't even use a shield as a oarman. I'm also going to demonstrate the refund mechanic and an interesting trait. You can refund the skill, but it won't cut you off from a path.
Huh.
So, since I don't need dexterity, I'm going to get rid of these excess dexterity scores of mine and convert them into strength.
Do you think that was intentional?
More than likely, because there are a lot of paths that force you to go down a different tree just to waste 2 or 3 skill points for one specific item, and this allows you to refund that, so I personally believe that that's entirely intended. Next time we're going to go to the Sunken Keep, where we fight 2 bosses next video. One of them is a huge jerk.
Good.
See you folks next time.